Hello guys, and welcome to another studio session with Ben and Rebecca from His and Hers Vlogs, and today we are sharing 5 epic free RV camping destinations that you must put on your travel list.
Yep, so if you don't already know Ben and I's background, we've spent the last 2 years, for the most part, traveling around North America in our RV. And never really taken the opportunity to download all of the knowledge we've acquired over that time frame. So that's what we've been doing with these studio sessions, just hoping to be able to share what we've learned with you to either prepare for your journey or continue and enhance the journey you're already on. One thing I do want to point out about this video is we know we're only giving you 5, and that doesn't even begin to touch what's out there.
There's more than 5 out there, guys.
So if you haven't watched it already, we did an Alternatives to National Parks video, and we asked people to comment below about their favorite alternatives to national parks. We'd love to have you do the same thing here with your favorite free campsites. Put it in the comments below and help out a friend find a great place to stay.
First up are the Alabama Hills off of California's 395. This free high desert camping location is just outside of Lone Pine and just below Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the lower 48. The rock formations, they're the obvious draw here. They are spectacular and give you countless opportunities for exploring. There's some other historical notes. Hollywood has used this area for movie shoots. Everything from Bonanza, The Lone Ranger, all the way up to modern movies like Iron Man have been filmed here. If you're looking for a rush, try riding your bike about 1,500 feet down the mountain into Lone Pine. It's a thrill ride and a half. Just make sure you get a ride back up the hill.
All right, with number 2, we're going to stay in California but head a little south just outside of San Diego to the Salton Sea area. There you will find Ocotillo Wells. This is a state vehicle recreation area, meaning you can bring your Jeeps, your ATVs, you can go off-roading. Even a Subaru would manage out there. It's mild, but a lot of fun to scoot around the desert out there. Great campsites in this area. Lots of little nooks and crannies where you can get away by yourself or with your little group. Pretty busy on the weekends in prime season, but if you stay for the weekdays, you'll have the place to yourself. A decent amount of amenities. They've got vault toilets and showers. Great showers that we used while we were there. There's also a visitor center. You can go and learn a little more about the natural history, talk to the local rangers. Nearby is the tiny, tiny little town of Ocotillo Wells. Great place to pick up a bag of ice or grab a burger. If you need something more like a dump station or to fill your water tanks or gas tanks or your grocery bill, then you can head on over to Salton City. They've got just about everything you're gonna need to get by in the desert out there. Best time of year to go, in our humble opinion, is kind of March and April. You'll find that the wildflowers bloom out there, and anybody who has told you the desert is ugly has not witnessed this amazing phenomenon. It is gorgeous.
All right, guys, I'm taking you back to California's 395. We're going 100 miles north of the Alabama Hills to Mammoth Hot Springs. This free BLM camping area is just east of Mammoth Airport, and the obvious draw are the hot springs. Free camping is always nice. There's even some really choice sites right along the river. The views are spectacular here, and the services are just about 15 minutes away in the town of Mammoth Lakes. Keep in mind, we're sitting somewhere around 7,000 foot of elevation, so you might want to consider this one for a late spring or summer destination.
Number 4 is going to take us across the Arizona border to Lake Havasu City, and in particular Craggy Wash BLM land. Now you don't have to stay at Craggy Wash. There's a number of places to choose from. That's just the one we happened to end up at, and it was fantastic. You drove your RV back into this little ravine, beautiful red rocks on each side of you, and when you got back there it felt like you were in the middle of nowhere. Warm breezes even in December. Fantastic place to camp. But if you drove the ATV back out to the main highway and hooked a left, you were at the movie theater, which we frequented a few times while we were there. Also some great restaurants. We drove clear down to the other end of town to the London Bridge. Ben caught like the biggest catfish I've ever seen in the lake there, and we just had a blast. It was a fantastic place, close enough for convenience, but you were out so that you felt like you were really camping.
Last but not least, number 5, and it's a pro tip that's going to open up hundreds of campgrounds for you guys. First, leave the deserts and head to an area that experiences some significant winter weather. In our home state of Alaska, after Labor Day, the state parks and national forest campgrounds start shutting down. What that means is if the gates open and there's a bag over the Iron Ranger, it's free camping. We've been known to visit our favorite place, Deep Creek State Beach, in the early season and even in the late season because we love it so much. Now, we were surprised pleasantly in Montana to find the same situation at a national forest campground at McGregor Lake. The host site was open, there were no signs saying otherwise, so we took it and actually became campground host for the night.
Well, now that you've seen our 5 epic places to stay for free, it's your turn. Don't forget to share in the comments below your favorite free place to camp. And if you liked the footage you saw in today's video, then be sure to head on over to the vlogs because we have stayed at and videoed in all of the places we shared with you today.
Every single one of them. Well, there's nothing left to do except give this video a thumbs up, follow us on social media, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the road.